Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Part Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every single one of you. In recent years, accusations have been levied against China for overproducing and dumping electric cars onto the global market. And this sparked debates on the merits of a free market economy in the automotive industry. So while concerns about unfair competition and market saturations are valid, embracing competition can yield significant advantages for the consumers and the car market and automaker rivals alike. Everyone will win. In this video, we will be examining the free market system, the advantages and disadvantages to the EV car market, and why competition is necessary. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you like topics like these. So let's get into this feature video.
A factory of the future. China's grand bet is on green technology and these electric vehicles. Globally, the scale is staggering. More than half of all new EVs sold worldwide are from China. It makes them cheaper and can build them faster than its competitors. But there's a catch.
These cars are causing growing trade tension between China on one side and the US and Europe on the other. China is accused of flooding the global market, producing more cars than there are buyers. And companies in the West are worried they can't compete.
At Beijing's auto show, raw rivalry on display. And the buzz all about the latest EV models. High-tech, high-end. Company bosses treated like rock stars.
It takes 2 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour.
As foreign firms set up.
No, I mean, look at that crowd at the auto show. In a free market system, it fosters innovation and drives down the prices through competition. And with China's aggressive production of electric cars, consumers will benefit from the increased choices and lower prices, making electric vehicles more accessible to the masses. And this competition will incentivize automakers to improve their products, invest in research and development, and innovate to stay ahead in the growing market. $100,000 Ford Lightning is no much more compared to a production vehicle, a pickup of similar quality. Well, not similar quality, I haven't seen it yet, but similar stature from the Chinese market for a quarter of the price. Let's continue.
EV plants in China, Chinese companies looked on and learned fast. Now they've caught up.
Definitely yes. The performance, the design, everything, the culture.
What's your message to the leaders of those countries about Chinese electric vehicles dominating the market?
I think I would not say it's dominating the market. I would say it's just to bring more diversity to the local customer. It's a natural competition.
This year, China expects to make 11 million electric vehicles.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to beat them. They've got incredible resources from the government, etc., and they're obviously creating jobs and making sure they've actually got a good economy to build on.
But you say the rest of the world can't compete with China on electric vehicles?
No
chance.
And that's why we're going to be looking at the advantages and the disadvantages now, is that the influx of Chinese electric cars disrupts the traditional markets, challenging established automakers to adapt or being left behind. And that is one of the things we emphasize about research and development. Do your homework before you dive nose first into this venture. And that is one of the reasons why mostly Ford, Stellantis, and GM are feeling the pinch right now. And while this may lead to short-term disruptions and adjustment, it ultimately spurs innovation and diversification in the car market. Overproduction and dumping practices can create imbalances in the market, leading to oversupply and price fluctuation, which may negatively impact both the domestic and the foreign automakers. But competition is what it's all about. Competition drives creativity, and competition benefits the consumers by driving down prices, improving the product quality, and encouraging innovation. So As Chinese electric markets continue to flood the market, so they say, consumers have access to more affordable and technologically advanced vehicles, driving the global transition towards sustainable transportation, which the government is trying to have us encourage and to take upon ourselves. Competition encourages automakers to prioritize the environmental sustainability, what they're pushing in terms of a greener future, and pushing for cleaner and more efficient vehicles. If we're so much hell-bent of driving out and driving away traditionally gas-powered cars. Let's continue.
No chance. No.
German car companies face fierce competition. Last week, its chancellor walked a fine line on the debate over EVs.
Do you agree with the EU and US position that China is dumping cheap green technology products on the global market?
It's clear that we have to talk about questions of overcapacity and that we have to talk about subsidy competition. This is an important topic because there are subsidies all over the world. Many countries are doing it when it comes to renewable energies and advanced e-mobility technologies. That's why it's important that we establish rules that prevent everyone from continuing as they wish.
Rules aside, here is unbridled ambition to lead the world in batteries, solar panels and EVs. All part of President Xi Jinping's plan to overhaul the country's debt-driven economy. Creating cars at cutthroat prices. China's competitors are watching nervously. Nicole Johnston, Sky News, Ningbo, China.
Now, what is the impact on the rivals in the auto manufacturing industry? The Chinese electric car manufacturers such as your BYDs, NIOs, XPeng, Geely, among others, they pose a formidable challenge to traditional automakers in US and Europe. And while established players may face increased competition and pricing pressures, they also benefit from the opportunity to reassess their strategy and innovate and differentiate themselves from the market. Competition fosters collaboration and partnerships, as evidenced by alliances between European automakers and Chinese electric vehicle startups. China often faces skepticism from Westerners, and its automotive industry is no exception. And it's hindered by a history of manufacturing both authorized and unauthorized replicas of European vehicles, and some Japanese as well. However, drawing from the experiences of Japanese automakers, Chinese manufacturers are making significant strides, quickly closing the gap with and even surpassing their current counterparts. China has a price advantage compared to Europe or the United States. Economies of scale, excellent shipping links, and cheap labor mean that Chinese cars are cheaper both to make and to buy. In many countries, they are subject to high import tariffs. The EU currently imposes a 10% import tariff on each car brought in to the European Union, and in the United States, car imports from China are subject to a 27.5% tariff. While accusations over overproduction and dumping raise valid concerns, embracing competition in the electric car market ultimately benefits the consumer, the car market, and automaker rivals. A free market encourages innovation. It drives down prices and accelerates the transition to sustainable transportation. They have to learn how to leverage the competition. Automakers they have to adapt, innovate, and thrive in an increasingly dynamic and competitive landscape. We're seeing that ever too often. Once things get going, then what they try to do is merge, buy out the competition. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.